Okay. Let me know when you're up on my freaking my Twitch.
Yes, you can see it.
You're in the stream.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. $69 followers. Oh yeah. What's good, Mike? All right. Let's just wait for some more people to come through. Nah. Mammoth Coffee. It's just a spot right up the street. I don't think I have any Wawas near me. Not in like walking distance. How's everything with you, Emil? Making a lot of music?
It's a little bit less than usual. I started a new job, so I'm working different hours and stuff. So I have a bit less time, but I have stuff going on at least.
Right.
What
There
about
go.
you?
Yeah. I don't have a job right now, so I'm just chilling, making a lot of music, doing shows. Yeah.
Did you like get fired or did you quit on your own?
I quit. It was just
Alright.
yeah, it was a whole shit ton of work, and it was kind of burning me out. So I was like, I don't know, I got enough save right now where I could just, look for another job in the meantime and just work on music. So
Oh,
that's what I'm
that's
doing.
nice.
Zach Connor, what's good? Yo, Most Wanted, my guy, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, what time is it over in Canada out there in the West Coast? It's got to be like 8 or 9. You're first up too, Most Wanted. First up. We got a few viewers in here. I think we could just get going.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hungover, but you're here, dude. You're a trooper. I appreciate that. All right. Yo, Kirtan, my guy, NCS baby. What's up? All right. You ready to get started?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. And Emil or anyone else in the chat, if my levels are off or anything's too quiet or loud, just let me know.
Heaven is not so far away.
Anecdote was good, baby. Absolute fire for the first demo. All right. Cool. Emil, you want to go first? Start. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't think I have much really. If I'm going to be pointy, maybe like the main lead sound, maybe can try some automations with the filter or something to create a. I felt that it was a bit static, maybe a bit monotone, if you can say it like that. So maybe try using some automations, but other than that, I think it sounds great. I love the sound design. I think the vocal are great. Really great arrangements. Yeah, awesome.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, great track. I don't have too much to say. I love the vocal and the way the vocal just plays off of the bass line. It's just perfect. And the ARP. It's like the vocal and there's a bass line and the ARP, and that's like 90% of like where it just sounds so like melodic, and it just fits so well together. So those three elements bring everything together, and the drums are nice. So one thing I would say, and maybe this is just because I'm listening in headphones, so you get like a kind of like a weird stereo separation with headphones, but the clap sounds like almost unnaturally wide, and it just kind of sounds a little off to me. So let me just play this again. I would try taking like one like mono clap or a more centered clap or a snare or something, and just have that hitting right in the middle. And then maybe turn down the volume on the clap that you have now, because it's very wide. And it just sounds a little off to me. But besides that, don't have, maybe a little more body to the clap as well. And then one more thing, during the build-up, you really filter out a lot of the low end, but maybe a little bit too much, especially in the first build-up. It just sounds a little too thin too soon right there. I would start filtering out here pretty quick, but you had it filtered out like pretty early in the build-up. I would just keep a little bit more of that low end, especially in that first build-up. And I love that vocal chop. The da, da, da. That sounds fire. That's my favorite sound there, though, the ARP in the second break. But yeah, I don't have any other feedback besides that. Awesome
maybe
first track.
Maybe try low passing the snare in the build up too. Maybe just at the end could be.
Yeah, I hear that too, because everything else gets low pass a lot, right? Where I said it kind of sounds pretty thin, but then the snare just still sticks out, because it doesn't sound like the snare is getting filtered out that much. So if you're gonna filter stuff out, filter everything out equally in a way. But personally, I think you filtered out a little too much at the first build up. Yeah, fire track. See what we got next. Slaughterhouse by Gabrau. Oh, it's my boy Max. All right, let's hear it. Does sound like a dog barking. I like that. Ooh, a little stomp at the end. Cool track. Yeah, I love that guitar. I wonder if that is a real guitar or if that's like a VST of some sort, but sounds really cool. I like the whole combination of like EDM and metal. Um, yeah, a rap vocal could be cool, or a distorted male vocal, something like kind of grungy on that would be dope. In terms of feedback, so I think like the number one thing to me when like in terms of mixing is the drums don't like stick out at all. So in the drop, that kick is really getting lost, and the hi hat and the clap and all the other elements are really getting lost in the mix there. Let me play that again. Yeah, so that kick's just not punching through. The kick should be louder, and then also there should be maybe more of like a top click on the kick. So either EQ that kick to bring out some more of the high end on it, or just layer a clicky transient click on top. But yeah, the kick in general just needs to be way more in the front. Yeah, and all the drums get lost in it, so I would that clap snare is really in the background. Really push that up front. Throw a clipper on there, EQ it, like throw saturation on it, and turn the volume up. Like really make that clap like really snappy. I think that would work well for this situation. Um, is the sub too high up? Yeah, the sub is definitely too high up, especially in relation to the kick. So like typically in a house song or like any EDM, usually you have your kick in the sub generally hitting it in the same area. A lot of the times you have your kick a little bit louder than the sub. But in this situation, it just sounds like to me, I'm not running it through Span or anything, but it just sounds to my ear in these headphones that the sub is louder than the kick, just in that low end. It's definitely overpowering. But yeah, the idea is there, right? I think a lot of it comes down to mixing, especially the low end, and then those drums got to be really brought up to the front of the mixer. Emil, what about you?
Yeah, I agree what you said. I was kind of expecting something else, but in like the drop section. But yeah, it doesn't really matter what I expect. But I think maybe it's a volume thing or like an arrangement issue, if I can say so, because it feels like the drop doesn't hit that hard to me. It kind of feels like the section before was a bit grittier and harder, at least to me. But maybe if like the kicks and stuff, everything will be fixed, maybe it will sound better. But as of right now, it kind of feels a bit of a letdown to me, if I can say so. But yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of expect it to hit harder and be bigger. But yeah.
Right. And I think that just comes down to like getting the right balance of everything.
Hmm.
And like you can see the waveform, it's so fat. So I don't know, how you mastered it or mixed it, but like it's really loud already right here.
Yeah, because like the section with the guitar before, it kind of felt almost louder to me. But yeah.
Here, yeah. Yeah, it's just super intense all the way through. And then when the drop comes around, it's almost like there's no room for drums or anything. I really like that drop lead bass sound right there. That really crunchy one. That sounds awesome. But again, it just comes down to mixing and making sure you have the right balance of your sub to your kick, and then making sure those drums are really punching through.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Nice.
Refuge. Let's go. Ascend. Cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Emil, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I think this is a cool idea. Maybe it needs something more. I'm not sure if like the producer or the artist are going to use like a vocal all the way through, but for me, like the main drop melody feels like something is missing or like something more to make it interesting to me. At least maybe use some automations or have some counter melodies or maybe switch it up somehow. yeah, I think it needs something else like to make it a bit more memorable to me. And also, I'm not sure, maybe the kick is a bit too round. Maybe I'm kind of interested how it would sound with like more a bit short, maybe a punchy kick. I'm not sure, but yeah,
Yeah.
maybe change up the drums samples a bit. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna listen to the drop again. Hold on. Yeah, I wish the kick punched through more as well. Yeah, it's overall a really cool track. Just the biggest thing to me though is that lead melody. It doesn't quite like sit with me right for some reason. I think it's just not following the bass line in a way where it's like pleasing to the ear. I would
Mm.
I would look at switching up the notes in the lead melody. But also another thing that's not sitting with me with the drop is the bass line is not like well defined. Like I can't really hear the bass line, and there's so many elements going on in the drop. I can hear you have like different chords going on in the drop, and it kind of makes it sound almost a little like dissonant. It's just everything is just too different from each other, and I'm not hearing like a distinct bass line that I can really felt like that really like anchors the whole drop together. Because when I hear a track like this, I want that bass line to be so distinct where I can just hear and feel that bass line every single note that it's playing, and then the lead melody should just be accompanying that. And I don't think this track is doing that right now. And you have some chords going on in the background, which I think are even distracting even more. So let me go back here. Yeah, it's like the bass line, there's definitely a sub there, but I wish there was a bass line that had more of a distinct, like discernible pitch. Like if there was something more like mids or high mids to that the listener could really hear on any listening device. So that would be my number one feedback for sure. And yeah, of course, vocals always helps, right? Especially with a track like this, I could hear the vocals in the breakdown for sure. Um, but yeah, I like everything else about the track. I love the little ear candy. I love the cinematic vibes of it. Like the strings you put in the second break, those strings are freaking awesome. They sound, I don't know where you got those strings. If that's a sample or you have some contact lab or anything, but it sounds fire. And I love, again, the ear candy. I love the reverb automations you have going through the drop. It's really nice. And overall, a great vibe. I just wish some of those lead notes were changed to follow the bass line more, and I wish the bass line was brought out more so the listener could really get anchored to that bass line. But yeah, fire
Yeah,
track otherwise.
maybe have some more attack to the bass. I mean, not like not like a slap house, of course, but
Yeah.
something a bit more with a presence, you know.
Right. This bass line seemed to just be like a droning bass line that just keeps going on, but maybe if there was some rhythm to the bass line, right? If you picked a different actual bass sound and you had a little bit more rhythm to it, that could help as well. But yeah, let's go to the next one. All right. Icy and Kirthan on fire. Yes, let's go.
Ooh.
If I say goodbye, that make me alive, make me alive. My heart's heating up, this love is on fire.
I love this one already.
On fire. If I say goodbye, that make me alive, make me alive. On fire.
I don't care that I've heard this vocal a million times. I love this vocal.
If I say goodbye, that make me alive, on fire.
Wow.
If I say goodbye, that make me alive, make me alive. My heart's heating up.
This is so
This
fresh.
love is on fire, love is on fire, on fire.
I love love those halftime drums with the 808.
If I say goodbye and make me alive on fire. If I say goodbye and make me alive on fire.
Demo of the day so far, for sure. Oh. Wow. Wow, I don't even know what to say. The ending was so sick too. Yeah. I don't have much feedback. One thing I noticed is I wish there was actually like a little more impact on the drop. Maybe consider automating the gain of the buildup to just go down by a couple dBs right at the end, so that drop just has more impact to it. Let me just play that again. Yup, that drum fill you have is too loud in my opinion. So when the drop hits, the drop drums aren't as impactful. I would maybe you don't have to turn down the volume of the whole track, but I would turn down the volume of that little drum fill because it's super loud.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there's not quite enough impact on the drop, but everything else about this track, I don't think I really have any feedback. I'd have to listen to it again, but I mean, I'd love to. It's so good. What do you think, Emil?
Yeah, same. Insane track. I love it. Don't have much either. The only thing that I thought of that could be cool is more like a creative feedback, I guess. The second break, or I think it was the second build up, maybe you can like put the vocal in like a super big reverb space, or maybe a low passage or something, just to make it a bit different. I think it's kind of the same all the way through, and I think like the listener will kind of know what the vocal will be like, since it's kind of catchy and repetitive in a good way. So I think you can like drown it in reverb and make it kind of cool and make the build up a bit more different, I think.
Yeah. And then another
if that makes sense.
No, yeah, that makes sense to me. I totally 100% agree. Another thing just to be careful of with this vocal, I've heard it in so many tracks. I know Moti put out a song with this vocal. So yeah, I don't know if you had this signed already, but obviously just be careful that like labels, they might not want a track with this specific vocal on it because it's been done a lot of times. But I like it. So yeah, fire. On fire. Fuck yeah. Cool. All right. Next track. Unknown Terrain by Clamor. Is he here? I think he said he was going to step away for a little bit.
Yeah, I said like
back in 15
minutes.
Yeah, he should be back. Yeah, Kirthan. So dope. Keep it up, brother. Oh, yeah, my favorite genre right here. Let's go. Color bass. Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. Also, I'm missing the color part. Where's the pitch map at? Come on. Those vocal chops are wild. I'm talking about the drop. This one will be it. Yep. Just pitch map and a limiter and you're good. Wow. Dope. Yeah, my favorite part was probably the second part of the second drop and the outro. It was just so colorful and melodic. I loved it. Emil, you're up.
Yeah. I think this is really cool, but it's not my genre of expertise. But yeah, I think the vocal shop sounded really creative. Maybe add some more reverb to it, make it a bit more spacious. Maybe could be cool. Also, the main vocal felt could be a bit louder. I think felt a bit far away in the mix, at least for me, and kind of felt like the first drop didn't hit that hard. Maybe it's more like a volume thing. If you drop the volume before, and I think in the last color drop, if I say so, maybe the color sound should be a bit louder too. Yeah, I think it felt a bit too empty to me, but yeah,
I
think it should
agree.
be a bit louder.
I like the breaks so much.
Yeah,
I just wish the drops were a little more like hard hitting, or they wish they were just louder. Like to me, let me see what this waveform is. Hold on. Yeah, something about the drops just not hitting as hard. And Mike said something about the sub maybe not being loud enough. That's possible. Definitely check your sub levels because it wasn't hitting as hard as I was hoping it would. Honestly, the break is so good, but the drop just needs to hit harder. And I wonder if maybe you could do some, like I said with the last demo, some gain automation to give it almost like the illusion that the drop is louder. But yeah, and I love literally color bass is my favorite freaking thing in the world right now. So I like the second drop because it has a color bass in it. But something about it, it didn't quite sit with me. It was like it was a little bit all over the place idea wise. Let me play it again. It's not bright enough. It's not in my face enough, right? I hear what you like if you're using PitchMap or whatever vocoder you're using. I can hear the sound, but it's not at the front of the mix like it should be. It's very wide and very kind of in the background. And I wish that was like in my face, right? So that's what should be coming up to the front of the mix. So that could just be a simple volume issue. But I do know sometimes a lot of the time with color bass, it depends on the samples you use. Like some bass samples, you run it through PitchMap or a vocoder and it comes out really weak. And that's kind of what this sounds like. But if you use the right kind of like growly bass, it can sound beautiful in PitchMap. And maybe you didn't use the right samples, or I'm not, who am I to say? Because I don't know how you're doing the sound design on this, but that's kind of what it sounds like. So I would take a look at the real colory parts of it and maybe redo parts of that, I guess. Yeah, pretty cool overall. I like the drop snare, kind of like almost like an acoustic sounding snare, but it's still really tight. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. I think we got another one by Clamor. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Yo, what's good? Tron and Walk7OG. We sent something, all right. I love this vocal. Oh my god. That pluck is so good. Dude, I don't even like dubstep like that, but this is insane. Like literally, this has everything that the last track was missing. Like all the energy and the drop is there, and it's absolutely insane. So Clamor, I know the previous track you can get the energy up to like this level. It's nuts. I have zero feedback. This was epic. What do you think, Emil?
Yeah, same here. Really crazy track.
Yeah.
Really love the guitar kind of sound that kind of drops down fast just before the drop. Really.
Yeah, it's like a
good
sitar.
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, sitar maybe. Yeah.
So fire, dude. I can't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Bass face. I guess I like dubstep. This is insane. That vocal is freaking insane. Just absolutely wild. And then that sitar, really fast, like sitar sound, nuts. And then the drop just like punches me in the face. Like there's so much power behind that. Dude, if I were you, I would be like making an extended mix of that and then like sending it out as a promo to like every big dubstep DJ, because I feel like people would love to play shit like that. Just fresh sounds like that with like completely like ethnic, like different sound, like instruments and different vocals. It just sounds so unique. And also I love that pluck you have in the second breakdown. It's perfect. It's like so thick, and then you reverse it on the like the third or fourth bar. Fire. Yeah, spam the 1001 track list. 100%. Play the first rap one more time, gladly. Like what? I want to hear DJ Diesel playing this out live for sure. Switched. Yeah, dude. This is Easton. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Holy shit. Fire. Absolute fire. All right, Clamor, we got one more for you. Let's just get through this. I want to give everyone else a chance too. We got a lot more demos to go. All right, Archer and Clamor, let's go. Loved by non-song. I love it. It's no longer supported by, it's loved by. I've definitely heard this vocal. again, another sick track by Clamor, the dude. What do you think, Emil?
Yeah, really nice track. I think the distorted pluck in the drop, I think maybe it could use some more clarity, I think, or maybe like some top end layer. I think overall bass house is kinda, I don't want to say dull, but not like super clarity to it. But I think the pluck should stand out a bit more if you want to play it again.
Yeah. The one that goes up, da da da, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could definitely stick out more, like like a little more saturation on it or something. Yeah, dude, this guy's absolutely killing it. Anything else?
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe after the first drop, like the transition to the break maybe could be a bit smoother, or use like some delay reverb on the vocal that is being like cutted. But yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think there was just like some things, some of the volume levels were a little like off. I think there was a there was like a little drum fill in here that was way too quiet. I don't know where it went, but there was a drum fill that was too quiet. And then after the drop here, I completely agree with you, Emil. I wish there was more of an impact with more of like a sub to it, just to really bring it home. Yeah. Fire though, as always. The only other thing I would say is, and again, you know, I'm careful about giving this kind of feedback because I am wearing headphones. It just sounds like everything's a little too wide to me, and there's nothing really driving down the center of this in the drop. That bass isn't quite like in my face like I want it to be. Maybe it's a little bit too wide. But again, just take a look at that. Yeah, fire besides that. Let's get going to the next one because Clamor got 3 dope-ass demos in here, and we got a lot more to go to. Yeah, dude, send whatever demos you want, dude. I'll drop the email. Harry Grant, let's go. Skip through a little bit.
I woke up in your eyes. Sometimes I think that I'm already in paradise. You're too good to be true. Baby, there's nothing better than me and you. When I see your face, when I kiss your lips, I just wanna stay in you. I'm more than this, I'll let you take control. We won't stop tonight. And everywhere you go, I'll shine like a light.
Yeah, I love everything about this track. I love the bass line and the melody. They play off each other perfectly. Really beautiful track. So I don't have much feedback really. The main thing I would say is there are parts during the drop where that lead almost gets too loud and a little bit annoying, maybe a little bit harsh. If you have Soothe or just, Pro Q3 or something and try to look for any harsh frequencies. But I don't know if it's even that. I think it's just a touch too loud. I get a little ear fatigue listening to that lead like right in my ear. Yes, it's Tron. You're spot on. It's so catchy. That lead is so memorable. And I like how you switch up from different like instruments but play the same melody. It really sticks in my head. Now with the vocal, let me just go back here.
I just wanna stay in you more than this. I'll let you take control. We can stop tonight. And everywhere you be true. Baby, there's nothing better than me and you.
There's something a little weird with the vocal, the way it's mixed. It sounds maybe a little too thin.
When it's too good to be true. Baby, there's nothing better than me and you. When I see your face, when I kiss you.
Well, first of all, I wish the vocal was in the front of the mix just a little more. You could just turn up the volume just a touch, I think. Yeah. Hey, Mel, what do you think?
Yeah, I think this is actually my favorite demo so far. I really like the drop. It has like a really magical, beautiful thing to it. It's kind of hard to describe.
Right.
But yeah, I think like mixing wise, I think like the synth is a bit too loud and could be interesting to maybe lower the cutoff a little bit and maybe play around with the envelope to open up a bit slower or something, because it gets some kind of annoying top end frequencies, just as you said. So maybe you can try that, or maybe the volume could fix it as well. But yeah, really liking the melody and also like the harmonies that you're playing in the second part. On the like the drop melody.
Yeah,
really cool.
The harmonies are perfect for sure.
Yeah, and maybe you could try like have a longer hi-hat. Maybe it could give some more energy to the drop. It's kind of short. Maybe it could be something, or have some loop or something to just make it a bit more energetic, like the second part.
Right. I agree. Let me listen to that again.
Yeah.
Maybe some ride cymbals, just crashes like going throughout.
I woke up.
Yeah. I know what you mean though when you say it's like magical. It has that like very like airy, dreamy feel to it.
Yeah.
It's a great track.
Really nice.
All right. Walk 7 OG. Yep, I got your track, dude. Next up. All right, it's my brother Anecdote and Kelly Matejcic. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, I'm actually working on a song with her as well. She's a super talented singer. She was on The Voice, I think. So you're going to hear. She has an incredible voice.
Kings are the queens on the throne. We'll pop champagne and a toast to all the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're my dancing.
Can't live without me. You wanna, but you can't. Nah. Think it's funny, but honey, can't run the show on your own. I can feel my body shake. There's only so much I can take. I'll show you how a real queen behaves. No time to lend the stress, no need to save me. Once I stop breathing fire, you can take me. And you might think I'm weak without a sword, but if I had one, it'd be bigger than yours. If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. So baby, then baby, it's off with your head. Gonna change it and make it a word you won't forget. No time to lend the stress, no need to save me. When a breathing fire, you can tame me. And you might think I'm weak without a sword, but I'm stronger than I ever was before. If all the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast.
If all of the kings had their queens on the throne,
we would pop champagne and raise a toast to all the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. All the kings have their queens on the throne. We would pop champagne and raise a toast to all the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own.
Wow. All right, I'm just going to say I hate Slap House, but if you have Slap House and you have such a really quality vocalist, especially over the drop, like she carries the track through with her vocals so strong. And I believe this is a cover of, is it an Ava Max song? I think.
Yeah, Ava
right.
Max.
Dude, yeah, I mean, this is going to rack up so many streams, right? It's like probably a newer song too. So this is a cover. You could definitely sign this somewhere. This is fire. The vocal is just insane. Like her vocal is so strong. She has such a powerful voice. You can just hear it in the takes. Yeah, it was good anecdote. Fire track. Again, I don't really like Slap House, but I like this song. It really works. And the bass, some people like when they make Slap House, the bass doesn't punch through the way it's really supposed to, and this really punches through. You have enough high end snap to it, and the transient's really sharp on it. So great job processing that bass. I want to hear the drop a little bit again.
No time to lend the stress on. All of the kings have their queens on the throne. We would pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. Just obey me, then baby, it's off with your head. Gonna change it and make it a world you won't forget. No time to lend the stress on, need to save.
I wish in this break that I think you have like a respace going on. I wish it was a little more audible. Maybe try a different respace or have some sort of harmonics going on in the higher end, so it's like more like gritty and there's more low mids to it, so you can like hear it better. Fire track though. Do you have any feedback, Emil?
No, not much. I think the vocal is really good. I was kind of feeling that it's a bit too much swing on the bass, but maybe it's not me or I'm not used to listening to Slap House, but it almost feels it a bit off rhythmically.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I would decrease the swing a little bit, but yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, let me listen to that.
To all of the queens who are fighting alone, baby, you're not dancing on your own. Just obey me, then.
I like it. I think it works because I've heard so many Slap House songs with that really intense swing like that. I personally think it works. But again, I guess my biggest thing again is let me listen to this break again.
Baby, you can tame me, and you might think I'm weak without a sword, but I'm stronger than.
Yeah, like there could be a little more going on here, a little more harmonically, like some, some ear candy right here as well, or just making that bass pop out more in like the low mid so you can really hear it, so it can really complement that vocal even more.
And you might think I'm weak without a sword.
Fast ARP, like a bright ARP to add some energy, maybe.
Yeah, add an ARP, just make sure it's not clashing too much with the vocal. I think that could work. Yeah, besides that, fire, and dude, you know how talented Kelly is. Her vocals are insane. Dope track. All right. Dance Pop Vibes. Is this my boy Mike? I believe so. What is this waveform? All right. Yeah, I can tell the drop is going to be loud. Very demo vibes. Dropbox's waveforms always look weird though, honestly. They do not give like an accurate representation. Sub drop. Classic. All right. Let me go first. So the ideas are all there. My number one thing I'm not a fan of is that clap is like, it sounds so late, dude. It sounds like it's happening after the kick. Like, the clap, maybe you have a pre-shifted clap, but you put it right on the kick when you have to shift it more forward, because you want that clap to at least line up with the kick a little more, because it just sounds like it's playing right after the kick. Don't know how to get the bass to fit in with the mix well. I think there's too much bass going on. Like that sub is really, really loud. Yeah, it sounds like there's so much low end going on. And again, it's hard for me to give mixing feedback on the low end without really visualizing it and looking at it in span, but just by my ears here, it sounds like there's like a lot of low end happening. And the high end, there's not enough going on. You have that really thin lead. Dun, 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 dun. Like it's very thin. I wish if you're gonna use that as like a top melody, then go all out with it and choose a thicker lead or saturate it or have another layer that's an octave lower. That's the main thing. And also, I don't know what you did with the master. It kind of sounds like it's like distorting a little bit right here. Yeah, it really sounds like that kick and the bass are getting pushed through a limiter way too hard. But yeah, I mean, the ideas are there, right? The notes are there. I would pick different sounds. And again, you might have screwed up with the swing on the clap there. What do you think, Emil?
Yeah, I agree with you. And yeah, I think like the drop sound could be improved. Maybe have something more. I don't want to say modern, but yeah, something else I think would be better. And yeah, it's kind of funny with the clap, but yeah, maybe you can lower the swing a bit. And yeah, I think it would be also more easier if you have like a vocal to give more proper feedback. But yeah, I think another drop sound would make a huge difference at least.
Yeah, 100%. I would switch out that lead melody, do something that's, that sounds bigger. But yeah, and most wanted, let's see, it might be cool to have a mini meter running during the demo session to see the waveforms. Good idea. Mini meter. I'll definitely look into that. Yeah. I think we got one more by Mike here. Blue R. This dude's a freaking beast. Yeah, definitely similar. Like, I like the actual notes that are being played and everything. But like as Tron said, definitely could use side. I don't know. I can't really tell if there is side chain or if there is. It needs to be stronger, like where it's really pumping. And overall, there should be more movement in the sounds in the drop, right? So like, yeah, the idea is there, and I like the notes that are being played. It sounds good, but it's like so in my face. There needs to be more movement in terms of like the actual sound design. So let's play that. Like it's very static right there. Duh, just playing very statically. Like it would need mess around with sound design. Throw some flangers, phasers, chorus, make it wider, do something right, or like add a tremolo like panning effect at the end of the bar. Da-da-da-da-da, like goes back and forth. Like do something to add more movement because it's very static. Um, but that's the main thing. And the actual sound itself, there's a little. It's kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It's like really in my face. It's kind of annoying. Like it just got. It's like it's just in my face too much. But again, I think that comes down to like the movement. So if you add more movement to it, that'll really help. But that's like the main thing with the drop. I don't know, Emil, did you want to touch on the drop and also the break at all?
Yeah, I think I agree what you said about the drop, and also maybe have like the drums a bit more energetic, or maybe brighter or louder. It's kind of hard to tell, but I kind of feel it needs more energy overall. But yeah, feels a bit slow.
Yeah, it does feel a bit slow.
Yeah. Maybe a louder hi-hat would help, or yeah, something more, maybe something, some syncopation or something.
Right. I don't really hear much of a hi-hat, right? I hear that like that little like squeaky offbeat sound, that toop toop, like that sounds cool. I would probably turn the volume down on that and add a hi-hat and add maybe a hi-hat loop or something that's playing on like 16th notes to just make it drop to help it like pull you along through the song because it does definitely get static in the drop. And then in the break, I don't know if you want to touch more on that, Emil, but obviously I think I mean look for vocals and do whatever you want with that. But any other feedback for the break, Emil?
Yeah, I wrote some stuff, maybe some percussions or an ARP or something, just to create a bit more rhythmical thing. Also, yeah, just to add some more energy and yeah, make it flow.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Twerk for Jesus type beat. Oh boy. All right, cool. Next we got Gospel Trap. Okay. This is cool. Push, brother. Wow. That was awesome. The atmospheres in the beginning are amazing. All the instruments in the beginning, epic. All right, Emil, what do you think?
Wow. Yeah, I think that is really unique, at least to me. I don't listen to much trap, but yeah, I think it has a unique vibe to it. Um, Definitely will be really dope with the vocal, of course, and the break. But in the drop, maybe it's a bit too much reverb on like the main drop lead thing. Maybe it can be cool to have like the reverb at some places, or
Mm-hmm.
like cut it off to make it a bit more in your face. that was like the first thing that came up to my mind. So
yeah, I agree.
maybe try to remove the reverb at some places, or completely just to make it a bit more in your face. Yeah.
Right, and I think that kind of goes along the lines of what Tron is saying, which the breaks and the drop are more defined, and I couldn't agree more. I love everything about this track. If there's any feedback I would give, it's that lead sound. You're right, it's kind of like drowned in reverb and kind of getting lost in the mix there, right? And it makes everything kind of a little muddy to my ear. Yeah, like there's so much reverb going on, it just gets a little lost in it, and it actually takes away from the impact of it. Hope the energy's there. Literally, the only feedback I have is just to really control that reverb. Exactly, adds a cool vibe, but it loses the impact. So it also depends on the vibe you're going for. But overall, I just can't get over the intro. I love, my favorite part is you have this like thin synth lead right here. Where is it? So good. So good. All right, cool. All right, we got some tracks by Ukrux. Not sure if he's in the chat, but let's see. You can add an envelope to the mix of the reverb and serum. Yeah.
Can we talk about it for a while? Before we take a chance and do this, before we looking back is foolish. Can we talk about it for a while? Before we take a chance and do this, before we looking back is foolish. Before we take a chance and do this, before we looking back is foolish. Can we talk about it for a while? Before we take a chance and do this, before we looking back is foolish. Is foolish.
Get this shit off me!
Cool. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the distorted break. I know I understand that it's an effect and it's not actually like distorting, but like it's too much to my ear. Just too much to my ear. Cool track overall. I do feel like the bass in the drop, it's almost like sounds kind of thin because there's so much high-end crunch on that bass. I'd be careful about having that much high end on your bass. It's so crunchy and so distorted. Yeah, the Variety's cool. It took too many turns, 100%. But overall, I would look at that bass and maybe maybe think about trying to put like a high cut or a high shelf and taking out some of the highs on the bass. Because right now it's kind of annoying, like in my face too much with that crunchy bass. If you took out a little bit of the highs, it'll help that top lead shine, that like choppy vocal thing you have going on the top. That's pretty cool, but I think you need to tame the bass in order to let that shine. So yeah, I mean, what do you think, Emil?
Yeah, could you play just a drop again?
Yep. Emil.
Yeah, overall, I think it has some cool ideas, but yeah, I think maybe it's a bit too much, just as you said, with the bass, and maybe have like the chopped vocal thing, maybe mute it at some sections and have something else come in. It's kind of repetitive to me. I think it's a cool idea, but it gets a bit same all over. So yeah, some variations, maybe switch out the elements or just mute it at some places.
Yeah.
And besides that, I think maybe the arrangement is a bit, don't want to say weird, but yeah, I think it could use some work in terms of like arranging everything and when it comes to volume and like dynamics. But
yeah, for sure. So Ukuk sent in a couple more tracks. I'm gonna skip these for now because I don't believe he's in the chat, but we can go back to them at the end. I know Tron is in the chat still, I hope. Let's hear it. Fly demo.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
That's a long way down, getting closer to the edge each passing day. Can you save me now? It's like I'm marching to my funeral as a trumpet plays. The enemy feeds on the poor and weak. We rise to battle, never claim defeat.
This vocal is dope.
But if I fall down to my
Great vocal.
knees, will you cover my legacy? Carry me up on high. Know that this won't be goodbye. Bury me if I die. Give me wings so I can fly. Give me wings so I can fly. Give me wings so I can
I was not expecting that.
Give me wings so I can fly.
Really cool.
Took the long way home. Now I conquer every battle with a single blow. They can never hide. I am unbreakable. Come meet the beast inside.
Wow.
Carry me up on high. Know that this won't be goodbye. Bury me if I die. Give me wings so I can fly. up on high. Know that this won't be goodbye. Bury me.
Awesome background vocals.
If I die, give me wings so I can fly. Give me wings so I can Give me wings so I can.
Wow, that is so awesome. Yeah, those vocals are killer, dude. Awesome vocals. Only thing I'm a little unsure of is the arrangement. So like your breaks are like super long and the drops are very short. So I would consider, I think it's already a very long song, right? If it were me, I would probably make the breaks shorter and then I would double the length of the drops, at least one of the drops, maybe the second drop make it longer. But to me, it's really just comes down to the arrangement is not my taste, I guess. I love it though, and I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting the drop to sound like that. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting more of like a hardcore metal vibe, but you had kind of like that mid-tempo vibe going, and it was really cool. Only thing in the drop I would say, mixing wise, is to me the drums don't. Yeah. Okay, it was a remix. Okay, I got you. I know. Yeah, that happens all the time to me too when I make remixes. Sometimes you're a slave to the arrangement, and you have no choice really. But yeah, in the drop, I wish the drums were like popping out a little more. Like that kick to me could punch through just a little more, and the snare could punch through more. Maybe throw a clipper, like a hard clipper on the snare, or layer another snare. And I understand the drums kind of have this acoustic feel to it, but I wish it was pumping more. Like if you had a hard clip snare and a harder kick, I think it could really punch through and it could make that drop even more impactful. Kirthan, no, bro. Send feel free to send another demo to my email. Yeah, so Tron, dope track. I love the vocals. Really love the vocals. Only other thing I would say about the vocals is in some parts it's a little too quiet. So like I'll play it here. Here, it's too quiet. And it's not only that it's too quiet, right here it's clashing a little bit with the other instruments. You have some shaker or something and some guitar. Maybe try to EQ it in a way where you can get that vocal to stand out a little more right in that section. But for the most part, in the other sections, the vocals mix really nicely. Also, just fire vocals. But Emil, what's up? What do you think?
Yeah, totally agree what you said. If I'm going to bring something new to the table, I think maybe it could be cool to have like more doubles and like maybe even more distortion on the vocal, just to like bring home like the rock kind of feel to it. I think it would be really cool to have like, yeah, more doubles, maybe something panned to the sides, especially in the first break. I think it was a bit drawn out and nothing much new kind of happened in a way. So maybe some distortion, have something, maybe some ad libs or something, just to keep it interesting all the way. Besides that, I think the drops should be longer, just as you said, and maybe have some more crashes or rides, something bright, just to add some more energy and fill out the spectrum a little bit. I think that was missing a bit in the drops, but dope.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, let's see. T of B, then Dark Star. Okay. Techno. I love some good old techno. Yeah, dude, great track. Ooh, I like that sound. This is really cool. What do you think, Emil?
Project Up
Yeah.
from Comcast is
I
working
think
to
some
help
of
advance.
the sounds are actually really cool, like some of the bass sounds and some of the other elements. But yeah, I think the arrangement is a bit confusing, I think, to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also at some place, as you said, there's like a shitload of reverb or something. It kind of messes up the whole mix. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is good or bad feedback, but I think I got a bit happy while listening to the song. I don't know why, but yeah, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I always love techno. And I don't know too
Yeah.
much about techno, but I know, like, obviously, like, there's a techno rumble where you just, like, add reverb to the kick and you just, like, put it on a send and then you drown it in reverb and it creates that rumbly feel. So maybe that's what he was going for with all that reverb. At the end of the day, I don't know arrangement enough. I don't know, like, the usual arrangement of techno to give proper feedback, but I can say my personal opinion, I think it's a little all over the place. Like, it's switching every once in a while, like, often, to all these different sounds, and I think it's a little too much. Especially, there's one part where, like, the kick cuts out often, and then you have, like, little clap fill. Like this. I think that's a little strange, but again, I don't know enough about techno. I just think it's really cool. I listen to this and I just want to be in like a sweaty like warehouse abandoned like club type thing, like an after hours party. Dope stuff. Yeah, I don't have much feedback honestly, but again, my personal taste is I think there's too many things going on and too many switch ups. So when you're creating a song, really think about like what is the theme of the song? Like what do I want the listener to walk away, and what's going to be stuck in their head? And to me, there's no clear like star of the show on this song. You know what I mean? So just definitely think about what do you want to prioritize and go all out with it. All right. Bad Shoddy. I think this was the track where it was like gonna make Jesus twerk for me or something. Let's go. Oh yeah.
Heartbreak like ride waves, just slide out. Don't stay in, don't hide, let's wide out. She don't care, long hair, bad shoddy. 2 shots of Douce, just party. Bad shoddy, just party. Bad shoddy, she don't care, long hair, bad shoddy. 2013, we been reppin' Illuminati. Lot of money made, got a Razzie on my body. Looking for a better, yeah, I'm looking for a shoddy. Know what they say, yeah, she just wanna party. Barty and Cardi, we turned up in the place. Models and bottles, I wanna get a taste. Arties on arties, about to do the race. Lot of crazy whips, you think we from outer space. Sex in the morning, views like we're soaring, no. Move like we're touring. Live fast, no warning, no. Heartbreak like ride waves, just slide out. Don't stay in, don't hide, let's wide out. She don't care, long hair, bad shoddy. 2 shots of Douce, just party. Bad shoddy, just party. Bad shoddy, she don't care, long hair, bad shoddy. 2013, we been reppin' Illuminati. Lot of money made, got a Razzie on my body. Looking for a better, yeah, I'm looking for a shoddy. Know what they say, yeah, she just wanna party. Heartbreak like Broadway, we sliding. New Drake on replay, we riding. Don't play with my name, you dying. Don't play with my name, don't try it. Sex in the morning, views like we're soaring, no. Move like we're touring, live fast, no warning, no. Heartbreak like ride waves, just slide out. Don't stay in, don't hide, let's wide out. She don't care, long hair, bad shawty. 2 shots of Douce, just party. Bad shawty, just party. Bad shawty, she don't care, long hair, bad shawty.
Dope. Did you produce this beat?
Shawty, she don't care, long hair, bad shawty. Sex in the morning, views like we're soaring, no. Move like we're touring, live fast, no warning, no. Heartbreak like ride waves, just slide out. Don't stay in, don't hide, let's wide out. She don't care, long hair, bad shawty. 2 shots of Douce, just party. Bad shawty, just party. Bad shawty, she don't care, long hair, bad shawty. Bad shawty, she don't care, long hair, bad shawty.
It's dope. I actually really like this. So I don't often like give feedback to hip hop and stuff like this because we don't. 1 second. We don't get a lot of submissions like this, but I like it, and it's really impressive that you made the beat too. That's fire. And did you do all the vocal engineering yourself and everything? Because it sounds on point. The only feedback I would give is like, I'm not going to give mixing feedback. I don't know enough about the genre to really know like what the standard sound is. Yeah, it's really good, dude. I think creatively wise, I think it gets a little stale. Like maybe through like the second part, do something different with the vocals. Like if you're mixing your vocals, I'm sure you know, like do some cool effects with the vocals. Do like the telephone effect or some shit on some of the lines, or like do cool ad libs and with interesting delays. Something that would just keep the listener a little more like interested. I think that's it. I would just give a little more variation to the vocal and do cool effects. But besides that, yeah, it's dope. What do you think, Emil?
Yeah, I actually like it too. I don't like listen to not much hip hop at all, but yeah, I think I was enjoying it all the way through. So that's a good sign. I don't have some experience in this genre as well, but kind of felt some that kind of stabby, sawtoothy sound that it had. Maybe it could be a bit like fatter or have some more weight to it. Felt a bit thin, but yeah, I think it could be nice if it was like a bit bigger, a bit heavier. And you also have 2 808s, I think. One that is a bit bigger and more distorted. If I understand the arrangement correctly, it kind of feels you have a smaller 808 at like the hook part. But yeah, maybe you could just switch that around or make the bass line hit a bit harder. At least if I understand the arrangement correctly, like it should hit harder at those places. But yeah,
you got 1 808 and then 1 sub bass.
Okay.
Yep. Cool.
So I think this section you have like only the sub bass, maybe have the 808 or something. But yeah, it's kind of hard because yeah, this is not my genre. But yeah,
I like it. Jesus is definitely twerking right now. It's fire. Keep it up, dude. Again, I don't know too much about hip hop, but like I know enough. Before I made EDM, that's actually what I did. I made hip hop beats like all through high school, and did like vocal engineering for rappers. So yeah, but this is fire. Good stuff. All right, next up, Kirthan is back with another one. Signed, but I need final feedback. All right, so you signed it to Loud Memory. Good stuff. Final feedback before distribution. Cool. Anytime, bro.
I'll try to get it right this time. I let you down. I felt the fall.
someone who could heal it all. On my own, I'm sinking all alone. Left thinking, pull me down, so I don't wanna lose your love. I don't wanna lose your love. I don't wanna lose your love. I'll try to get it right this time. I'll pick you up. I won't let go. Lately I've been losing my mind. I wanna be someone who can heal it all. On my own, I'm sinking all alone. Left thinking, pull me down, so I don't wanna lose your love. I don't wanna lose your love. I don't wanna lose your love.
Looking for final feedback. I don't know, dude. It's so on point. The vocal is perfect. Maybe the vocal could be a touch louder, but I think it sits in that pocket real nice where it needs to be. Love the drop. Love the vibe of it. The mix is tight. It's got that classic Kirthan lead sound in there. Honestly, I don't have any final feedback. What about you?
It's kind of funny. I actually was going to say that the vocal was feeling too loud.
Really?
But
Okay.
yeah, I kind of felt like it could kind of fit a bit better inside the mix. So it felt like they pushed the volume a bit too much. But yeah,
Interesting.
maybe I'm completely
Maybe
wrong.
maybe we're
but-
both right and the vocal's perfect. Or
Yeah.
we're both wrong and the vocal's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. Honestly, you got this thing signed. I think it's fire. Do you have any
Yeah.
other feedback? I really don't have other feedback. I think it's so good.
No, I think it has a really nice vibe, and I mean, the vocal itself is really good, and yeah, I mean, if it's signed, I guess it's already good enough, I guess, but yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
don't
understand.
like work on it too much because yeah, sometimes you can like kind of ruin a song if you work on too much on the details, you know.
Exactly. That's the thing, right? Like a song will never be done. You could always go further into the details, but
Yeah.
at some point you just gotta just release it, call it a day. I think this is it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else that needs to be done. I mean, go get other people's feedback, go for it. But personally, I'd be so happy to release a song like this. Good shit. All right, homie AGI, let's go. Dubstep. License to be horny. Very nice. Dude, every single one of your demos are so cool. What do you think, Emil?
Yeah, I think it's really creative and interesting. Definitely not something I produce, but yeah, I don't think I have much to say actually. Do you have anything?
Let me listen to it again.
Yeah, it's a bit short, so.
That snare should be more up in the mix, really just like cut through. Yeah, the snare is very thin to me. I think there should be like more low end in that snare. So like whatever the fundamental of that snare is, boost that and make sure that really cuts through like heavily. In like those low mids, you know. Yeah, fire. I don't have any other feedback. Maybe that kick could also punch a little harder, but to me, it's really that snare that needs to cut through. Fire track. Besides that, I don't have feedback. But make the whole damn track, dude. I want to hear a full arrangement. You know what I mean? You send a lot of demos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you send a lot of short demos, dude. I want to hear a full song. Let's like build those ideas out. You know, like a lot of producers, like a lot of like I do it too. I build like little short drops, and then it's like, okay, let's send it up for feedback. But it's easier for me to give proper feedback when the whole arrangement is there, so I could really listen to it as a song, as a real like consumer, as a listener, and to get that end product really helps me be able to give like proper feedback. I think that's it. So only we have a bunch of Ukruk's tracks left. I don't think he's here.
No, so I think I kind of gotta go, but if someone has like one more song, they can send it. Otherwise,
yeah, maybe we could do these Ukruk's tracks next time, or we can tell him to join the freaking stream so he can hear the feedback.
Yeah.
Jake, what's good?
Oh, yo. Maybe Jake has some demos.
Yeah, dude. Jake, we're just about to hop off the stream, but if you have a demo you want to send, feel free to send it right now if you want, and then we'll do that as the last track. And Saja, yeah, definitely build out the tracks. That's gonna help you as a producer in the long run. Finish your tracks. Yeah, we're willing to take like one more demo real quick if anyone has it. Jake, anything? Send it through.
Let's see. Nice.
That email.
What's the temperature in Philly?
Way too high. It's hot. Let me check. It's 90 right now. Yesterday it was 97 Fahrenheit. Actually, I don't know what that converts to Celsius, but
yeah, I don't know. I gotta check.
Yeah, I got you.
90 Fahrenheit.
36 degrees Celsius.
Oh my god, that's hot.
Way too hot. And I played basketball yesterday. I was like dying. I played basketball outside. I was freaking done.
That's like a super hot summer in Sweden.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's pretty hot here. We get winters, we get snow, but I'm sure it's nothing like Sweden.
Yeah, it's kind of decreased a bit lately. I'm not sure if it's like due to the climate change or something, but
Well, what's the temperature right now over there?
let's see.
You can give me Celsius. I'll do the conversion.
11 Celsius.
51. Okay, yeah, that's pretty chilly for my new standard over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are these two? Do you have time for two, or do we just gotta do one?
Yeah, we can do two. Sure.
All right, let's do it quick. We'll just play through this.
Incoming transmission from outer space.
Sir, I think we have a problem. There's this weird message coming in from nowhere. We might be in danger. Alright, yes.
This is a code red.
That sounds like your voice.
Incoming transmission.
Cool, cool. I love it. I like the creativity that you use your voice on the whole thing. Really cool. My only feedback really is that I wish like those main lead elements were more like up front and had more high end and more mid range, like just more body to it. Especially when you do this really cool breakdown right here. Right there. Bow, bow, bow. You have some like chords or something playing, but it's not loud enough. It doesn't have enough body to it. I want it to really like punch through, you know? Besides that, really cool track. I don't have much else to say. I like the flanger effect you use on that kind of like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a lasery melody. Yeah. Cool. All right, Emil, thoughts?
Yeah, really cool. Really like the space theme and everything. I think during the just before the first drop, I think like the pre-drop vocal is a bit too loud. I think it makes the drop feel not as impactful as it could be. So maybe lower the vocals just before. And maybe also have like some more attack to the bass, or like some more presence to make the drop feel a bit more full and powerful. I think that would help a lot, just with the groove and the energy with the drop. But yeah, I think the sounds are cool, and really like that you like fading in that in the second part of drop, that the other synth that is coming in. I think that is kind of creative too. Nice.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, home to me. Let's hear it.
I'm so tired, I've heard this shit all day. I can hold it, but I have lots of things to say. I don't need you to tell me what to do. I just wanna see you again. Holding hands like friends, I just wanna feel you there for me. Staying up all night, dancing with the stars. I just wanna feel your home to me. Holding hands like friends, I just wanna feel you there for me. Staying up all night, dancing with the stars. I just wanna feel your home to me. No one helps me, I need you by my side. I'm so lost again, and there's no way back home. And I don't wanna be silent again. I just wanna see you again. Holding hands like friends, I just wanna feel you there for me. Staying up all night, dancing with the stars. I just wanna feel your home to me. Holding hands like friends, I just wanna feel you there for me. Staying up all night, dancing with the stars. I just wanna feel your home to me. I just wanna feel your home. Holding hands like friends, I just wanna feel you there for me. Staying up all night, dancing with the stars. I just wanna feel your home. So I just wanna feel your home.
Cool. Cool. I really like the vibe of this. I like the drop. I love that that vocal melody. It sounds like super distorted. I don't know if you threw like Decapitator on it or what, but it sounds really nice. The only real feedback I have is with the vocals. I think you do too much of like the background vocals, and it gets in the way of the lead vocal, especially like the first verse, I'd say.
I'm so tired, I've heard this shit all day. I can hold it, but I have lots of things to say. I don't need you, see you again. Holding hands like friends, I just wanna feel you there.
So like a lot of those background vocals, I don't think you need them so much. I would focus on the main vocal, and then if you need to create more variation, maybe throw in more delays or something like that. But that's just my personal preference. I do think there's just too much backing vocals going on. It kind of distracts from that main vocal. But yeah, what do you think, Emil?
Maybe you can keep those background vocals and just have them like super low in the mix. Maybe
Right.
yeah, I think like if you reference some other maybe pop songs or similar songs, in I think you will hear that they are like often kind of super quiet. I mean, I don't think most people will hear them if they're not like seeking or looking for them. They're just like doing something. But yeah, also for me, I think the drop is my favorite part. But I think like the bass is a bit too loud and the vocal shop is a bit too low in volume. So I would kind of switch that around and have like the vocal shop more in the face and lower the bass a bit. And the transition from the first drop to the second break is a bit too long or empty as well, a bit drawn out maybe. And also, now I'm just throwing out everything, all the ideas I had. The second drop, I think you should kind of keep it the same as the first drop, and maybe the second part, like add those vocals you added. It kind of comes from nowhere in my ears. It kind of, yeah, it surprises me too much. So I would kind of, it kind of, maybe it sounds boring, like when you listen to it in the DAW, but just copy the same drop, maybe add some more percussions or hi-hats, but then do like the variation maybe in the second or the third time. So that's something I would look into.
Dope. Yeah, I totally agree. Really cool track though. So
Yeah,
I
really
think,
nice that you're like singing and writing.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's the last one of the day. Emil, is there anything else you want to say or any tracks that you wanted to showcase a little bit?
Let's see. Do I have something that is worth showing?
Come on.
Okay, I can show you this, but I'm like still working on the arrangement and like the drop melodies and everything, but yeah, and it's not mixed at all.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything on the master even, so yeah, keep it up, yake.
Hell yeah, dude. Escape 16. What does 16 ARR mean?
16 is just like the version of the project, and
Oh,
ARR is like arrangement.
Okay, 16 versions. Wow. Dude, I'm usually done after like 3 versions. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Cool though. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know the words to say, 1,000 miles away, but I know how I made you feel. And you know how to find me when I am lost. Oh, and you know how to catch me when I am falling down. You can never lose my love, my love. Even from far away, you can never escape my love, my love. You can never lose my love. You can never escape. Wounds can heal over time.
Original vocals?
Yes.
'Cause I know how you made me
And I never use samples anymore.
and you know how to find me when I am lost. Oh, and you know how to catch me when I am falling down.
Mr. McChiquino, I'm sorry, man. I think we're all done for today. If you want to send a demo, I can save it for the next time.
Even from far away, you can never escape my love, my love.
windmill sound to it.
escape. You could never escape.
Yeah, good stuff. You have a very like continuity between all your songs, like especially the drums. They all sound very similar. Good stuff. I could hear if you put a master on that and you really push it, it'll sound great.
Do you think the melody, like in the second part of the drop, works, or should I change it again?
Let me see.
That's like the last.
Here.
You could never escape.
Yeah,
Wait, do you
that
mean
plucky sound.
the plucky sound? Okay. Well, that's-
You could never escape. You could never escape.
It's interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it works though. I would add some cool, like I know there's a lot of delay on it already. I would probably do some like filtering with the delay or maybe a little more reverb. Something to where it's like very vibey and like airy and dreamy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it works. I think it worked. Did you have a different melody before?
Yeah, I think I changed it just 2 times already. I'm just first we like recorded vocals all over the drop,
Yeah.
but I kind of felt I started to feel like some songs that have like vocal all over the track, it gets a bit boring. So I kind of wanted to, yeah, make something different, have like a melody with a synth or a guitar or something. So
Right.
I made first melody, but I didn't feel it fitted that well. And today I made that melody, but I'm still not sure. So
I think the melody itself works. I think personally I would maybe change the sound or layer it with another pluck sound and see if any other pluck sounds sound good with it to like help beefing it up maybe and make it a little more unique. But it works. I think it definitely works. But yeah, so take that with a grain of salt. I know you've already done a 16 version, so I don't know if you want to do any more. That's the toughest stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good track though, dude.
thanks.
Cool.
Do you
Cool.
have anything you want to show? Or?
I was looking for I was hoping to get a little bit of feedback on this. Do you have the time now? If not, I can just send you the link later.
Yeah, I can do it now. It's fine.
Okay. Let's just play this then.
I wanna go.
Inside.
I wanna go. I wanna go, 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 go. I wanna 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 go, 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 go. I wanna 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 go.
I don't know if I sent this to you before. I may have sent you feedback before, but yeah, this version is Future House Music. I'm talking to them right now. We'll see if it gets signed, but they wanted me to change a few things. So this is the updated version. But yeah, I'm just looking for any further feedback because I would love to get this signed and put it out. So yeah.
Yeah, you sent. I can't remember when you sent it, but I heard our earlier version,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I think it sounds way better now. I think you did most of the changes that I suggested, but what did they want you to change?
Essentially, the vocal in the first drop, there was like the second drop I had like going up, 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 and I had that in the first drop as well originally. They said that was a little overwhelming, so they wanted me to take that out. So I just took it out of the first drop. I still want to keep it in the second drop because I think it adds nice variation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't know if you like that the drop the way it is like that. That's kind of like the new version.
Honestly, I don't think I have like anything that I want to change.
Yeah.
It's maybe just one thing that I thought of, like at the first of the second drop, just have only like the kick. I think it's like no crash or anything that like makes the impact more powerful.
Right.
I'm not sure if that will help or would be better, but besides that, I think it's a banger, especially those stabs you have. I think that's probably my favorite part, the stabs in the drop.
Yeah, those stabs are really powerful. The transient on them
Yeah.
is so like sharp. Yeah,
It's crazy.
I'll take a look into that with the second drop with creating more impact maybe. But I
Yeah.
think I'm first going to see what Future House Music says. Hopefully I'll have an answer this week. But
Yeah,
cool.
I think it would be more interesting to keep it in the second drop at least.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good luck, and let's hope it gets signed.
Yeah. Dream label, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Good stream, dude. Good stream. So I'm busy the next couple weekends. I'm going camping, and then I'm going back home to see family the next weekend. So, yeah, I don't know when you want to do this again, but the earliest I could do it would be not this. It'd be June 12th. So if you're around, let me know. Or we could try to pick another day, but
yeah, I mean, we can talk more on Instagram, but I think that's like the last day my girlfriend will be here for 2 months. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
So probably 19, but I have to check.
Okay, totally cool. Let me know. I'm gonna let you go. I know you said you had to go do some stuff, so.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Bye, man.
Another stream in the books. Good stuff.
Yes.
All right.
Take care. Talk to you soon.